What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out these Titan chains, snow chains for our 2022 Ram 1500. Now we're putting the chains on a tire size of 275/60 R20. You can find your tire size right here near the rim. It's usually printed on the tire itself. The chains are going to be a ladder pattern with V-bar links up here that are really aggressive, great for breaking up that ice and getting traction. Also have built-in cam tensioners around the outside, so you don't have to buy a separate tensioner, which is really nice. You just go along with a tool and tighten up the chains. As you can see, they're on there real tight. We didn't even have to flip these cams around. Here's a closer look at the ladder pattern. You can see the chains just go across the tire, and that's really good for starts and stops. And like I said, the V-bars here are really gonna dig into that snow and ice and give you that grip you need. Here's a better look at the ladder pattern chain. The chains just go across the tire. They even have twist links here, and then the V-bars on the outside, and that's what's gonna dig in and really break into that snow and ice and give you the grip you need. I wanted to show you how the tensioner work. This is with them all loosened. You can see how that chain is moving around. We just take the tool into our cam, turn it, and it's already just a little bit tighter. We hit one more of these up and it'll be right to the tire like it was before. The chains come in a quantity of 2, and you get a bag to carry them with. Honestly, I don't think the bag's gonna last very long. They usually rip right through, especially with those V-bars on there. That's gonna bite in and start to rip this. I'd maybe suggest getting a plastic container or something like that. That way you can keep the chains together in the same place and not sprawled out in the back of your truck or in the back seat. When installing the chains, I recommend giving it a couple test tries in the garage when it's a little bit warmer, where you're not actually in the snow. It's not fun to put them on in the snow, but if you get some practice in, it won't be so bad when you have to do it. Check out how I did. Laid out the chains. First thing we want to do is make sure there's no twists or breaks. Everything looks all right. Now I laid out the chains in a special way because I'm going to lift up on this end and set it on the tire so that the cam tensioners are going to be on the outside, because that's what you use to tighten up the chains against the tire. Grab the chain like I said, lift it up and set it on top of the tire. Set the top part over there, and now it should stay in place. I'm going to adjust it along the sides, make sure everything's sitting like it's supposed to. Another important thing is you want to make sure that the rounded part, the back side of the V's, are touching the tire. You don't want the aggressive side going into the tire. So this should be how it's setting on there. Bring this around front. And I think it's sitting pretty well. Let's go around back and make that first connection. Along the back side of the tire, this is where we're gonna put our hook in the chains here to make that connection. Now you don't have to go all the way to the furthest link, just because you are going to need a little more slack up front to make that connection. So we're going to go 3 links in, gonna leave it like this, and then go up front and see how that works. I went back and went to the closest chain right away, and it does look like there is a little bit of slack, but we're going to tighten that up with the cams. What we want to do is make sure that this goes over. We push this portion through the link, bend it back, and connect it like that. Looks like there is still a bit of a slack, so I'm going to get the tool and we'll adjust the cams. Make sure you turn it the right way, and it locks into place. So that wasn't too bad. It's going to get tighter as we go. We might not need to do all of them, but we'll see how tight we can get them. That's pretty tight right there. I don't think we need to go any further. With those 2 cams tightened down, you're done. You just got to do the same thing on the other side. I would recommend driving forward and backwards just to make sure the chains sit right on the tires and you don't have to make any more adjustments. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out, and hope this helped.